Let's discuss just your personal feelings. You've worked in this business, in this industry for so many years and have done so many things. As you look at what's happening now or what's been happening in the last couple of years, how do you evaluate the output of Hollywood in terms of content, social relevance, and so forth?
Well, David, they used to have a saying embossed almost in gold in the front of every studio you went into, which said, if you've got a message, go to Western Union.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, after all, the movie business. It's the motion picture industry. Am I bothering your focus by rocking back and forth? Sorry. Okay.
One thing, though, how does this affect your participation in the movie business? How does this affect your career as an actor when you see all of this going on? Does it make you want to drop out, quit acting? Does it make you want to act in a different kind of picture? How does it affect that?
Well, I've always tried to, in some, perhaps hopeless or silly, ineffectual way, tried to inject some kind of note into the pictures that I was in. Some were real stinkers, and I've spent most of the time in the business just doing pictures as a business. But in trying to select pictures, I've always sort of tried to shave it, which I think perhaps is not enough at this time, because we don't have enough time now. Population, the graph now of population is on an exponential curve. I just learned that word the other day. It means 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16, 6 times 16. Yeah. That's exponential. Anyway, we don't have that much time, so we can't fiddle around anymore.
But how do you feel about your own life and your own career now? Do you feel like you have used it?
Well, I think that I'm getting a little long in the tooth now, and I think the industry is too, and I think we're all getting, philosophically, a little long in the tooth to be able to be playing games with something as potent as this instrument, this medium. So we've got to be, all of us, much more responsible, and we've got to listen to one another. Because if I just go on blabbering and not listen to what you have to say, you haven't interrupted me once here in this interview, and I hope you'll keep that in. Because it's important for you to say, wait a minute, Marlon, because this is a time for dialogue. It's a time for the sound man. I don't know what your name is. I forgot your name.
That's Leroy.
I think it's time for all you guys to interrupt, and this, we got a drop format. Marshall McLuhan's hair would stand on end if he saw what we were doing here, because that's the thing we need to do, is to break format and to break formula, so that even while I'm saying something that you think is provocative and say, God, this is going to make a hell of a point in the show, or this is really interesting, we got him going now. The hell with that. If somebody disagrees, then you got to speak up. You got to say what it is. He's got his glasses up, peering at me through the camera, and he's got to say, hey, wait a minute, Marlon, I think this is wrong and that's wrong. Because if it isn't a world of dialogue and exchange between people, if it's just people like me pontificating and shooting my mouth off all the time, then we're in for a hell of a lot of trouble. We got to hear from everybody.
But anyway, to interrupt you a moment.
Oh, you're doing that on cue. Take that. Oh, there's coffee in there. I wasted it.